Do you believe in the Bible?
I don't put myself in the construct or I've died multiple times and
Really?
I've died twice. I astral projected out of my body and I see, and I was basically hell is like, in my opinion, is what you believe in. You know, human beings are the strongest superpower. Sinning is not really something bad. An over positive person will be subject to the negativity because they don't understand it. Your piece is to add that positivity within the realm so that things can neutralize and become the Tao.
Are you believing in Jesus? How do you see Jesus? Who's Jesus to you?
Who is Jesus to me?
Yeah.
Christ consciousness.
Do you believe in the Bible?
I mean, I don't put myself in the construct or I know there's a God.
No, there's God. Okay.
There's God. There's many names.
Okay.
And then everybody calls upon certain situations with many names.
Yeah.
I just know that I put God first.
Okay.
And that's what I live on, man. That's how I got this job. That's how I got my job today.
Oh,
I got
nice.
2 jobs now, so
Wow.
I just put God first.
God is good.
Yes, and then all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
And one way you get to know him to the Bible, because he revealed himself to the Bible. Like, how do you know like what God wants from you? How do you know his character? How do you get to, like how do you discover? How do you build that relationship with him? These are, for us Christians, through the Bible, we can get to know him to the Bible. I have one last question though. What do you think about afterlife? Like when you die, what's your thought about that? What happened when you die?
I've died multiple times, man. So,
Really?
Yeah, I've died twice.
What happened?
Drugs.
Drugs?
Yeah.
So, how was it? Was it like blind? Did you go to heaven? Did you go to hell? Like,
Because I'm an artist, I draw.
yeah.
I've been drawing since I was 9, so that I'm able to like put together what I see,
Okay.
So it's visionary. So,
Yeah.
like when I ascended, I didn't die like then and there, but well, yeah, I died pretty much. My heart stopped,
Okay.
So, my ex-girlfriend, which is my baby mom now, she was there, and I astral projected out of my body, and I see, and I was basically, out of my body. I went all the way up to the moon, and I seen what the moon was. So, in my opinion, the moon itself is a device that pretty much erases whatever you've learned here on Earth, and then it reincarnates people depending on your life lessons, and you don't go past the moon. So, what I believe when you die, if you learn everything, you've done everything you needed to do, kept love first, kept God first, right? And benefited the realm that you were in, you're able to transcend into other realms. So my whole thing with, heaven, hell is like, in my opinion, is what you believe in. Human beings are the strongest superpower is belief. That's how we manifest things. Law of attraction, universal law, things like that. So, and then a lot of it's psychological as far as talking social constructs of human beings themselves. But what happens is that I just seen what the moon was. And I felt that within my heart. I know exactly what I need to do as far as being on Earth. I'm here to draw.
Okay.
I'm here to help inspire people to be the best version of themselves.
So I feel like when you die, depending on your actions at different level where you can go.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go anywhere. That's why when I died, I came right back because I wasn't done here.
So where is God in all that stuff, right? Because if you believe there's God, it means like he has to be part of the equation. He has to be like present somewhere when we die, right?
Yeah.
You can't just like let things happen.
Yeah, it's the reason why I'm here. It's why I'm back.
Okay, so you point you back. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be back.
But do you believe in judgment, like injustice?
I know what the true definition of sinning is. Sinning is not really something bad. Sinning is just missing the mark. So you could be walking down the street, and instead of you picking up that quarter on the street, you don't pick the quarter up because the next man needs it. See what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
So it's just all about sinning. Is just like it's like a bullseye. It's like hitting that bullseye every time. If you don't hit that bullseye, you sin. That's how I look at it. I've amassed myself with certain knowledge points.
Yeah.
I've studied a lot of religions, Rastafari being one of them, and a lot of it is Christian based. Like my belief is still there. It's just that confirmation of what names do I call? What do I say?
Yeah.
And then also just keeping my heart open, man. You know, not keeping it closed. Like I already know. So like even though he is Jehovah's Witness, even if I am Christian
Yeah.
and I don't really utilize those words of Jesus, I use Joshua or Yahweh.
Yahweh, I know, yeah.
Yeah. So like things like that.
But I want to go back to like sin, right? You agree that there are people, like really, really bad people, like they can kill, like even raping, you agree is really bad, right?
Yeah.
So why do you think it happened to these people? People, the victims, right? They want justice.
Yeah.
And if God exists, right?
Yeah.
He has to uplift justice.
Right.
So that's why I feel like I believe in that type of justice. Like people actually are doing here, like when you die, they're going to be accountable. You can't just do whatever you want.
No.
Now you can have you can kind of debate, okay, what is sin, what's not sin, but you know that certain things
There's
that
opinions of arguments
yeah.
of that nature, but as far as reality, everybody has their own world. We're just walking amongst us, walking within each other's worlds. You see what I'm getting at? So it's like I get to a point where you know, even this conversation here that we're having is gonna benefit our higher power, you know, in what we're doing, where we're going, this moment forward. So that's why I need to sit here and that's it again.
Yeah.
As far as you know, evil.
Yeah.
It has a purpose too. See, me, I don't have evil within me. You know, I'm a very Jedi mindset type of dude.
Okay.
So I'm all about positivity.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't always like that.
Okay.
And it was always that you have to go through the darkness to reach the light. You see what I'm getting at? So like so that you don't, because an over positive person will be subject to the negativity because they don't understand it. You have to understand thy enemy, you know? And it's like at the end of the day, they're not really your enemy. In reality, they're really not. They're just part of the whole entire system, and your piece is to add that positivity within the realm so that things can neutralize and become the Tao. But the ancient, like, I don't know if it's Chinese, but Asian type of religions called Tao, Tao.
That's like Chinese stuff. Yeah.
So there's positive and there's negative energy. Staying in the middle,
So
maintaining the middle ground.
the thing is, I agree that we can go to difficult situations, right? And to these situations, you are built up, you are learning, and you're getting stronger.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you have to actually stay in that situation, or it doesn't mean that these situations are good, because when you come out of that, it's true that you're built up, but there are certain things that you need to rebuild. Like I used to live in the world, I used to be like crazy, like I used to be like drinking, smoking, being after women. I was in a bad place. But when God took me away from that, I have to learn on like to manage myself, not to drink, not to smoke, not to just lust after women. Discipline, yes.
Yeah.
And that actually broke my soul. I was sexually broken because of that. That wasn't good for me. That was bad for me.
No.
So that bad situation that God can put us in front of us, so you can actually like get stronger. Sometimes because you're stubborn, it doesn't mean that these things are good.
Yeah.
But God can use that for your benefit.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that it's actually good. That's why I feel like, an example, if someone go and just like kill like hundreds of people, there's no good in that. You can't be like, okay, this is
your soul now.
Yeah, that's bad.
And for generations, generational curses, your sons, your daughters, everything, they have to they will be charged in a way.
I'm gonna have impact on them, yeah.
Yeah, so like that's the sins of the father or the mother or the child, something like
We're not
that.
gonna talk about that.
Right, and that shit's real. That shit is very real to the point where.
But now, how about these people, right? We're actually like breaking God's law. We're actually like killing people. From your perspective, what happened to them when they die? Do you feel like they'll be judged? Do you feel like they'll be like, I believe this judge, so I really have to pay for that. So what do you think about like the people are actually evil people and they don't want to repent?
Yeah.
Do you believe like God will actually judge them because there are people, the victims, claim judgment? What do you think about that? Even this city, right?
Yeah.
When you do something bad, it's the same principle. When you do something bad, when you break the law, what happens is you go to court, right? There's a judgment according to the law.
Right.
And if you're guilty, there's a sentence. God is the same thing He has for us. And when we break His law, when we die, He's going to judge us according to His law.
Yeah.
And when we are guilty, that's what we talk about here. There's a place for.
I feel like if I answer that question, that would put me, because I definitely think about that, and that's what keeps me from doing it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, if I feel like if I answer that, then I would false prophet it. I don't know, like be in the space of speaking on things
You don't know about.
it's not that I don't know about it that keeps me from doing it, but it's just like I'm not the one. I learned most recently that I'm not here to judge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not here to put judgment on anybody.
Yeah.
I can't, like, I got my shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I got my own things that I had to work up out of.
Yeah.
You know, but some people don't get to that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
I hope you were blessed. Don't forget to like and subscribe so many other people can be blessed.